Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome back to another episode of Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode. And as you can see, I hope you guys enjoyed the intro again with the time lapse and stuff. I've been having fun with that, and I think it's improving the overall quality of the videos. So let me know what you guys think. You guys seem to already indicate that that you're enjoying it, so I'm going to keep it up. I want to see if I can't put a little bit of something either at the beginning of or end of every video, even if it's just kind of a flyby of whatever it is I was working on that day. So the reactor, yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Added a few blocks for decoration and got that connection kind of hidden a little bit now. Can't tell that there's necessarily a hole through the casing of the containment chamber to get the wire through. And if I really wanted to, I could put a block back there, and the wire would stay. Like I did over here. See, after I made the connection, I then went ahead and placed the blocks over top of the wire, and then it stays, and it doesn't since it's already connected. It doesn't complain about being obstructed. Only when you're actually making the connection does it complain about being obstructed. Anyway, out of this really nifty industrial information panel right here. This serves two purposes. One, it tells the user how much time is remaining on the current fuel. That should be ticking down, maybe? No? Well, why it's not ticking down? Maybe it's because there's no energy being used up by the reactor? I don't know. It's been giving me issues from time to time. Oh, look at that. It's bugged. So sometimes it freezes up or something like that, and the only way I've found to fix it is to go ahead and just break, replace, put the thing back in there, and I don't need to see with off-on status, the heat level, or the max heat or melting temperature, because that's because of the reactor configuration that we went for here. Now is it working properly now? Yeah, now it looks like it's working properly. See, time's counting down. And the output, it would just tell me how much EIO it took. That equates to about, I think, 3 times that amount in RF. So it's a little over 1,000 something RF. And I kind of figured that by watching the amount of RF in this heavy duty connector. When everything's running and everything's drained, and it's using almost the full power of the reactor. This gets down and says that it has about 1,000 RF in it, or just a little bit over, actually, a little close to 1100. All right, so let's go in and take a look at the reactor design, because we've got to get our suit on, and I'll talk about that other suit of armor that I was wearing here in a little bit, but let's. I told you the first thing is I was going to show you the reactor design that I came up with. And I actually, since I got my suit on, I might as well move a couple of these materials around, because I'm trying to process enough uranium, make sure that I have a few runs of fuel. The fuel does last quite a long time. You can see that the rods are only about halfway spent, and I still have well over. It says I have over 4 hours still out here. I don't know. Maybe that's not accurate. What does it say? It says just about 4 hours. So that would mean that maybe I started out with about 8 or just under 8 hours on the rods. I don't know. I didn't have the monitor installed. I guess we'll find out next time I have to do a fuel change, which shouldn't be too long. Now I got a switch on. That's why I got the switch there, because we don't want to run this when we're not actually on and using it. So, oh yeah, let's take a close look at the design. That was what I came in here for. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm actually using 6 quad uranium rods. Now I've seen the design, and I've used a design in the past that allows you to fit 7 quad uranium rods in here. And there definitely is space for it, because you can see I've got quite a few empty spaces around the edges here. But I think that's okay, because this 360 EIO takes more than enough. The 6 rods is more than enough fuel to be using up. Now, eventually, this is going to get converted to MOX reactor, and all these components are going to be rearranged to other components, probably. I might use some of these ones, I don't know. But mainly this design only consists of overclocked heat vents, 4 around each of the 6 quad uranium rods. You can see that there's actually 4 each one has its own 4 individual overclocked heat vents. Now, the thing about overclocked heat vents is they can take in a little bit more heat than they can dissipate, so that they can, in fact, burn themselves up if you don't have a way to get rid of a little bit of their heat, which is what these ones are doing. These component heat vents are then taking that little bit of excess heat that they're not quite able to dispense with, because the quad rod, I forget exactly how much heat it's putting out. It's like a little over, I think it's a little over 60, something like that. I don't know. It's a lot of heat. It's a little more than these guys can handle. They can take it all in, but they can't get rid of it all. The 4 overclocked heat vents, they can't get rid of it all. They can take all the heat in from the quad rod, and then the component heat vent gets rid of that last little bit from the overclocked. And you can see these ones are actually this component heat vent is actually shared, because it's a very small amount that they need extra, just that little bit of nudge to get them over the edge to be able to handle all the heat generated by the quad rods. Like I said, there is a way to rearrange all this to get one more quad uranium fuel rod in there, and then your output would be 420 EU a tick. I might look into it, but this is what I came up with by myself. I didn't actually look at anything, although I have a feeling that if you've searched the internet, you could probably find this design, because it, I don't know, it just kind of seemed logical, I guess, when I started messing with it. Anyway, there it is. I've talked about it enough, and you've looked at it long enough, you could pause it and take a screenshot or whatever. All right, let's move on, because we got a lot of things to talk about in this episode. I need to get some things done with the mob farm, and I want to get into getting some of the machines built that I'm going to need to do the storage system that I want to try, because I want to try the Ender IO storage system. We're going to get into that. So let's talk about this thing though first. Right here, this is I added a high voltage induction charger. So let me get my regular armor back on. We'll talk about that a little bit too right now. For a couple reasons, like we got this charge pad now. One, it's easier to get to than where we had the other one. I still left that one over there, but this is a lot easier to get to. If you do happen to run out of jetpack fuel, you can just walk up to it and step onto it and charge it up. And you'll notice that I have a resonant jetpack now. So also, I'm pretty sure Esk has his resonant jetpack now too. It's very tedious thing to make, because you have to have all these little bits and pieces, and to make like these flux ducts, you have to have like these these things, and then this stuff, erythium, and so we got all these dusts and things we had to make. And Ask went ahead and made his. He actually made his first, so he had some left over, so I was able to use a bit of what he had left over to go ahead and craft up mine all the way to resonant as well. And then I went ahead and put the armor on it, which actually gives me pretty good protection. You can see that I've got 10 armor things down there. Now, if I don't have the dark steel stuff on, you can see I only got 4. So the dark steel leggings, boots, and helmet definitely are really adding to that. And then yeah, that's nothing special. Like, just it's dark steel. I made a bunch of that in the alloy smelter. I smelted up a bunch of different alloys. So dark steel is really not too difficult. It's just iron. Pulverized coal, which you can do in sag mill, or the pulverizer, and obsidian, and you get plenty of that easy enough. And apparently you can make an induction smelter too. Neat. Didn't know that. So yeah, dark steel. Made that. Then I went ahead and empowered it with the what's it called? The crystal. Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Yeah, the vibrant crystal. So I had to make some vibrant alloy. Had to make some enderium electron tubes, and we had enderium, so just nuggets of enderium. So we got all that material to be able to make those, no problem. So I went ahead and empowered it. I haven't upgraded it beyond that yet. I haven't put any of the other upgrades on it. But anyway, made this charge pad because the resonant jetpack holds 10 million RF. And that takes a long time to charge. That takes a really long time to charge up on the medium. On the medium charge pad. And even on this one, it's kind of long. So this one's tied directly to the high voltage, to the reactor over here. Okay, let's see. I'm not really doing too much right now, although I'm going to be using it here in a minute. All right, so yeah. So that's about the armor there. So I think I'm going to be wearing that for now. I don't think I'm going to do too much to this as far as upgrading the ability for it to hold power, because I'm not going to be doing too much that's going to be using it up. But I might put the other upgrades on it. Like I'm definitely going to put the jump upgrades on that, and I probably put some of the speed upgrades on it on the leggings. Although I'm not sure I need it. And the night vision upgrade on the goggles or on the head would probably be nice. Maybe I can get a goggles of revealing off of Esk and put that on there too. That'd be nice, I think. But yeah, I could upgrade it later. We'll see. I know there's some other armors in this pack, and there might be something better. So, but that's what I made for the meantime. And you move really fast with this jetpack on. If I put my hover mode on, and then I fly up just a little bit, and I double tap, you can see that I can move around the platform extremely fast. I guess I don't really want to show that over there too much. Esk built something over there. I don't want to show it just yet. I might show it at the end. If not, I'll definitely show it in the next video, because episode 10 is going to be all about the server tour. Okay, I came over here to do something. What did I come over here to do? To show you this. To show you the mob farm. Yeah, it's pretty much pretty close to done. The only thing I need to do is I need to add some spikes. So there should be a layer of spikes right there in the bottom, but I don't have that yet. This lever right here switches this from manual to automatic. So right now it's manual, so I can come in here and I can actually. The mobs will fall, and they'll land on this, and then I can sit here and I can kill them with a weapon. That's good for times that you want to level weapon up, or if you're actually trying to get a specific mob and you don't necessarily want to kill it, but you want to capture it, or something like that. So for those times, that's the manual mode. And all I got to do is flip this lever, and that's going to turn it back into automatic mode once we have the spikes. Now the way I'm accomplishing that is I have some drawbridges back there that are disguised. 3 of those. I had to put them on the back because if I could have put them on the side, but it made this look really funky, and I didn't want the front. You can see how it look. You can see how these drawbridges. They don't combine the texture with their neighbors, so they stand out even though it's a combined texture. So I don't mind having them on the back side here, and these are the ones that have the glass in them. So when I put that. And then that redstone torch right there is what's inverting the signal between the two sets of drawbridges. So I can do the same thing I did over here with the one switch, just to operate 2 different sets of drawbridges. Let's go get some spikes. We need to make these spikes. So we need to have turn my hover off so I don't fly around. I did finally finish the floor in here with concrete. I just kind of broke down and went around and placed all the floor by hand with concrete. Didn't have no replacer or a wand or anything like that. Let's make this. I should have some machine frames, a bunch of machine frames over here. Yeah, I made a bunch of machine frames because I'm going to need a bunch of machines today. One of those machines is going to be the QED. Let's see what it's going to take to make that first, because that's the first thing we need. To deal with it, so that we can deal with, and this is going to make lots of other things too. But okay, I think actually that actually takes a resonant frame, and yeah, I have it started right here. So we still need some ender infused obsidian and some double layer capacitors. And I already have the resonant frame and the resonant chipset, the Ender eye thingy. So the Ender infused obsidian shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna need some Ender pearls. So I'm pretty sure my mob farm is out right now, and I've been using up a lot of Ender pearls from over here. But as soon as we get these spikes made, we'll be able to turn that mob farm on for a little bit, and we'll be able to get all of our mob drops refreshed to full amount. Let's see. Then I need to make obsidian with this. Something like what? How's it go? Whoops. It goes like this. Okay, I need 4 of that. So that goes there, and then I just need the capacitors. Hopefully I've got materials down here to make some capacitors. Do I have? Well, I definitely have signalum. What is it I need over here? I need energetic alloy. I got plenty of that. But like I said, I've made up a lot of material. We are not hurting for materials here. So now do I have the stuff? No, because I still need to make the actual first tier capacitors, which is going to be, that's what I was talking about needing signalum for. We need signalum for that. Because I got to make these guys first and a bunch of redstone chipsets. Grab all those that I have. And now we should be able to, there we go, now we can make a few of these. And I'm going to need at least 4. I need 2 of these. And there we go. They're going to be our QED. I guess, I don't know where I'm going to put this. You know, this would actually be a good place for it if I didn't have this bench here. And I'll put it right there. Oh, technically I should put this on a block that looks like the rest of the blocks that everything else is on. Which is this stuff right here, stone panels. There we go. Okay, now to make this thing work though, we need more than just this machine. We need a it's an Ender something. Hang on here. Ender. There it is. Ender flux crystal. There we go. So we need some basic gates. We're gonna need some diamond etched computational matrices. Burnt quartz. Okay, burnt quartz. I think burnt quartz is we take some nether quartz. Ooh, we don't have very much nether quartz. You know, I think. Ooh, let's not look down that direction too much. But I think somewhere down here. Yeah, right here we go. You see, I did some changing to the garden out here. I raised up the paths between it so that they're the same level because it got annoying whenever I was walking over top of it. I'd get hung up on those little dips. And what I want is this right here. This gets me some kind of quartz something. And then what do? Use this to make quartz with? Like this? No. How do I use this to make quartz? So well, let me guess. This takes 9 probably. Yes. It only gave me 4 quartz. I'm still short quartz. That's okay, because I need soul sand for other things too. In fact, because if we look in here, I have very, very, very little solarium. There's only 1 piece in there, and I need a lot more of it. So come over here. See, I put these barrels over here, so that anytime that we need sand now or gravel, we'll always have like it on hand, ready to go. So, and I need some sand. Okay, I'm gonna make a whole lot of soul sand. Make a whole lot of soul sand. Right over here we moved the I moved this thing over here, so that area over there is pretty open now. This thing right here. Oops, not that. Just put the sand in there. Sand in there, and that's gonna eventually make us a bunch of soul sand. What do I need the soul sand for right this minute though? Oh, because I need to sift it for the quartz. That's why. Haha. Where did I put the sieve? Now we have a manual sieve around here somewhere. Oh, I remember where it is. Right over here. Right over here. Since we got rid of the little the initial building that we originally had there. Let's see. I need at least 4. I need 4. I need 4 to make one of these diamond computational matrices. Sees. I'd like to have more than one, but I'm not gonna suffer. I'm not gonna make you suffer through build more than one of them. Since it's just kind of grindy, I just got to get enough material here. Okay, so there we go. Now I got enough to get the last piece of quartz, and if I take this into, I think the redstone. Oh, yeah, the redstone furnace should do it. Should do the trick, hopefully. There we go, burnt quartz. That's gonna give me that. I'm gonna need diamonds. 2, 3, 4 diamonds to make one of these. I'm also gonna need more of these. Don't I need it for this too? Yes, I do. So now I can make this diamond computational matrices. That plus that, and I need basic gates, and I do have some gates over here. I should have. Yeah, look at that. I got them ready to go. Basic gates. Really not expensive. Just make red pipe wire and redstone chipsets, and that's iron, redstone, and red dye to make 8 of those red pipe wires. So they're not too bad. I made them a while back because I needed for the occasional usage of Buildcraft pipe that I got going on. There we go. That's going to give us our first Ender Fluxed Crystal. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put it on the wall for now. I'll probably move it later. Probably put some kind of structure to hang them from, or something that's poking out from the wall that works. You know, some kind of decorative thing. But now that I have that one, this will actually work. So I can actually do things in here. And what I wanted this for specifically was to make spikes. These guys right here. We got to start with iron spikes because the gold spike takes the iron spike to make it. So we're going to start to make some iron spikes. So we need some, and I need 6 of these. Okay, that's okay. So we've got plenty of material. I mean, we've got tons of iron and things like that. Okay, and you can see now that I got the first one going, I'm going to have to manually load these iron swords. I'm pretty sure they won't stack. Yeah, they're not going to stack in there. They don't stack. With only one of these Ender Flux crystals, it's going to take quite a while for this thing to do its job, to do what I needed to do. But the main thing is that I got the QED done. I'm going to make some more of those off camera. And I'm going to keep loading these in. I should just throw a chest down there for a moment so that I can throw all these swords in there and come by from time to time and then load it up. But while this is doing that, because like I said, I'm not gonna bore you guys waiting on all that. We're gonna get on with the next couple machines that I want to put together for this video that's going to be used in the next one after the tour. Because I want to do something different with the inventory here, and I've never tried the Ender IO thing, and it's going to be a lot more difficult in this pack. I know. It's going to be a lot more difficult in this pack because of the conduits being so crazy expensive. But I want to do this thing, the inventory panel. To do that, we're going to need to be able to make a couple of these parts, which is going to require the slice and splice and the soul binder. So that's the thing we need. That's the other thing we need the soul sand for. So let's go grab the rest of that soul sand. Or grab some more soul sand. Yeah, there we go. Some more is ready. It's definitely not all ready. That'll be working for a while. Working at that for a while, I would assume. Some gold. And, oh, no. We can do it in the induction smelter. Could also do it in the alloy smelter. Looks like I was making some lumium in there last. Just to, probably just to have it. Make sure that I have enough of it on hand. That's going to be useful when I'm making the conduits. Because if we look at the conduits that I'm going to need, I'm going to need some item conduits, which are these warp item ducts. It's not too bad. It's one enderium magnet for each 6 warped ducts, which means one enderium magnet for 6 item conduits. Actually, it's more than that. It's a lot more. It's a lot more enderium ingots than that, because if we look at here, we'll make these resonant servos, which is 2 enderium each. So that was like 4. That throws another 8 onto the pile for for enderium ingots. So that's like 9 total enderium ingots just to make 6 item conduits. Yeah. So you can see this stuff's going to get very expensive very fast. And if we look at what the actual item duct costs, that's hardened glass and tin. Nothing too crazy, but it's all got to all be made and assembled, etc. Okay, well, there's a little bit of solarium, so we should be able to now go ahead and start thinking about making our slice and splice probably first. So we need shears, iron. We're going to need a machine chassis, and that's why I've got this guy right here, a bunch of these guys right here, machine chassis. So we're going to need a few of those because we're making a few ender items, so we might as well go ahead and make up. Well, I know at least 3 because we're going to need one for the vat too. Okay, because we're going to need a vat because the panel requires nutrient fluid to operate. So we'll look at that. We're going to need that would be 3 machine chassis at least. Chas. Oh, IS. There we go. Machine chassis. We need these guys right here. 3 of them. So we're going to need a bunch more. Ooh, I think we're going to need more redstone chipsets. So let's go ahead and throw those. Throw those to be made. Reactor's on, so we should be no problem running the lasers. I think I'm going to throw that bench in there for now, because I don't know if it's going to go back here or not. I'll probably find someplace else for it. Oh, and this one's done with the first thing, so we can go ahead and get it started on another spike. Now, once I got all 6 iron spikes, I'm still going to have to upgrade them to gold, which is going to take a bunch more time. And materials. Gold. Spike. There we go. Golden spike. And the reason I need the golden spike is because if the mob's killed by a golden spike or a diamond spike, it will drop experience. Iron spikes will not drop experience. They'll give me the mob drops, but they won't give me the mob XP. On the gold spike, I'm pretty sure it will. At least it used to. It did. Okay, maybe it depends on the configuration of the mod pack, but we'll find out. So I got the signalum nuggets. Oh yeah, I was saying I needed primarily the redstone chipsets. It's going to make those pretty fast, because redstone chipsets aren't too expensive on the scale of things to be made on the assembly table. You can see that with the 12 lasers, it goes pretty fast. There's another 8. That might get us going on a few of these chassis. SSI. Because we need these guys right here. 6. Actually, that works out perfect. I think that's exactly what we needed. And there's where we need the aluminum. Get that. There we go. 3 machine chassis. That'll get us going. So out of those, we need. Well, we're gonna need a vat. We'll come back to that though. The first thing we need is slice and splice. We need some kind of mob head. And we definitely got plenty of mob heads over here. Now, one of these things requires one of each. This right here. It requires one of each kind of mob head. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1, and 1. And I'm pretty sure zombie heads. No, actually, it looks like we got more skeleton heads. Enderman head. Well, actually, we got the most of creeper heads somehow. So I guess we're going to use a creeper head for the additional head that we need. Alright, somewhere here we'll have a table that don't have anything in it. There we go. Okay, we're also going to need some shears and an iron axe. So we need some iron. Actually, I was better off down here because this one had exactly what I needed. So let's start with some shears. We're going to need a pair of shears to put in it too, so I'm going to go ahead and make 2. And an iron axe. Again, same thing. We're going to need 1 to put inside the machine after it's made, so I'll make 2. And then now that should be everything we need. I know this one's not going to shift click in, so I'm going to just got to go ahead and put it in manually. And then the rest was what? Solarium? What was the thing at the bottom? Oh, 1 more piece of solarium. There we go. Slice and splice. Nice. And then the other thing we're going to need is... I probably don't have those in the right order. Is this right here. Skeleton goes on the bottom. And there we go. There's a soul binder. That was pretty easy. Let's grab ourselves 2 pieces of stone so we can set these machines up. Right here seems to be a good place. Seems like it would be a good place to me. Get out my handy dandy engineer's toolbox where I got some wires and connectors and stuff. Let's see, can we reach all the way back to that one with these? And will it take any more connections? It will. Nice. It will and it does. Alright, there we go. We're hooked up. So this should be getting power. Yeah, they're powered up. That one's getting power now. Good. Good, good, good. The only other thing we need to do is make a vat. Vat. And I think we're going to end on the vat. Where's the vat? Because we need that. Oh, vat. There we go. So we need some fluid tanks. We're going to need some. Let's just grab that because I think everything else we need is down here. So if we wanted fluid tanks, there we go. There's 2 fluid tanks. We're going to need a furnace and a cauldron and electrical steel. Electrical steel, I'm pretty sure I got some of that still in here. There we go. Yeah, 4 of that. A furnace and a cauldron. Cauldron is going to be made with iron plates. And furnace is going to require some compressed cobble. Just 1 stack's just not quite enough. There we go. Furnace, cauldron, tanks, machine frame. electrical steel gets me the vat. Now, I really don't know where to set this up. I was actually thinking of setting it up over here, but the thing about that is I really don't want it to be far. I don't want it to be far from where I'm actually going to have the panel, because if we look at the fluid conduits, I mean, just all the conduits, they're very expensive. So I want to, so wherever I have the panel and the actual storage, like this is right now is the storage. I don't know if this is where the storage is going to stay or not. But I was thinking like having the panel here somewhere in the middle, and then just connecting it to all these chests would be pretty good. I could even upgrade all the chests to higher tiers and have more storage space. Anyway, and then I could also run a connection over to this. I mean, it's kind of expensive in item conduit, but it would be worth it having access to all these things too from the panel. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, there's the vat. I don't know where it's gonna go. It's probably gonna go in this general area somewhere. We'll probably have to rearrange things a little bit. And you know, we might get a row of chests or something up there on the wall or something too, because we're gonna need more storage space, I think. Just random storage space. I don't know how this is all gonna work out. Like I said, we're gonna make the panel next time. Now, if we look at the panel, it's well, we're gonna have to do some stuff. We're gonna have to. That's not too bad. The remote awareness thing's not too bad. It's the other thing. This guy right here. So we gotta catch some Enderman. Oh, with a witch. Okay, we need a witch soul and an ender resonator to make a sentient ender. Ooh. Okay, we could do that. And to make this is Enderman heads and in the slice and splice. In fact, we could actually do that right now. But we're not, because I'm sure we're over time. The only other thing I've got to show you guys before we take off, I suppose, is I can take a quick peek through here, because you've seen it at the beginning of the video, a little bit of what we did. I put a garage door over here, because there would have been a garage door there, you know. Like, this is the building that this company started out in, and then they moved into this building. So originally there was a couple pieces of heavy equipment in here, and then, you know, that's probably all that stuff that's over there now. They moved it all up there. I don't know what this would be. This would be like storage of raw materials and things, maybe. So I might move the the generation stuff back here, and then have that space up at the front for other machines. Where'd it go? Anyway, and then over here, this is gonna be an office for somebody. I haven't done anything to it yet. This will be office for somebody. The head honcho's office, I guess, or something at some point. And then in here we got the employee break room. They got a fridge. This is the fridge from DecoCraft. This one doesn't work with the cooking for blockhead stuff, but does have an inventory. You can store some things in the fridge. Gumball machine up there. Somebody brought in some cakes, some sweet rolls, salt and pepper on there because you know you always need some salt and pepper for your soup or whatever. Microwave to heat your soup up. Sink to wash your hands. I thought that would be a good idea in the break room. Sink to wash your hands, because you're gonna come in, your hands are gonna be dirty from messing with all these heavy machines and greasy and stuff like that, or radioactive. Since the break room's so nice and close to the reactor. Anyway, yeah, that's almost done with a full stack of redstone chipsets. Cool. So yeah, next time we're gonna be doing some inventory storage system, and I'm gonna do server tours using the thing. Yeah, I shouldn't be looking over that way. Yeah, I'll show you that, guys, next time. Esk made a really cool building over there. He used up a bunch of my bricks that I was going to use for this, so I had to make some more bricks before I started doing that. But That's okay because it came out really awesome. I'll show you that next episode in the server tour. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, be sure and leave a like and a comment, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Until next time, I will catch you later.